Hi, it's Hannah again. So I have been thinking quite a bit about my journey in understanding myself, and a whole bunch of these videos will just be about that, but I want to provide something that can help somebody who might be in my situation or something similar. And so one of the things that I have a very hard time, or I'm getting better, I've had a pretty hard time accepting about myself was the fact that I am an emotional person. And for most of my life, that had always been something negative about my personality, my weakness, that I couldn't quite understand why my emotions took over in basically every aspect of my life, all the decisions I made. So in college, I was introduced to the Myers Briggs personality tests, and I took it, and I never put much thought into it at that time. And then a few years later, a friend of mine got really into it, and he started analyzing us, and he made us take the test all over again, and each of us, and he learned a little bit in depth about his personality and our personalities as a group of friends. And we discussed a few things, and then I got interested in looking deeper into it. And in the past year, and it was like, being handed a validation. Being told, yes, you are not crazy. This is just a part of your personality, and it is something to value rather than something to look down at or consider a weakness. I wanted to talk about some of those benefits of being someone who is emotional. In the context of the Myers Briggs personality test, it's called the Introverted Feeling. So basically, when I'm saying emotional, I mean people who process information more through emotion than they do logic, because we clearly use both as human beings. So because of the negative connotation of the word emotional, especially when it's being directed at a woman, it is very difficult to consider that being emotional is something that is not only a part of you when you are somebody who's introverted feeler, but also that it can be a positive part of your personality. It's something that contributes to you being great rather than takes away. This is one of the more difficult functions, I guess, in that Myers-Briggs context to recognize, because it's all inward, and it's something that you feel as a person, something that kind of makes you feel like you're the only one who understands you, and everybody kind of just, must think you're crazy, which is something I've dealt with as well. So I wanted to just talk about the benefits of being an emotional person and embrace who you are. One of the first things that is pretty awesome about people who are introverted feelers is that we can empathize. We can empathize with basically any situation. We are able to kind of understand where you're coming from and get a better feel of what you're going through, and show that in a discussion. So if you need somebody to, vent to, or to help you process information when it comes to feeling, or just kind of listen, find an introverted feeler, because we're good at that. One of the other fantastic things I think about being an introverted feeler is that we tend to really be fair and just and seek that out in our lives. And depending on your confidence level and who you are, of course, but most people who are introverted feelers would lean towards making sure that everybody's included, everybody feels welcome, and as much as they can stand out against what is unjust or unfair. And that is an amazing thing. That is something the world needs more of, not something to suppress and to get rid of or try to get rid of. And the last thing is, it's easy to make yourself happy. And this one, at least for me, I'm not sure about other people who are introverted feelers, but basically anything can bring joy to my life if I let it. So, commercials on TV, things that are moving, love stories, all of those things can just make me super happy, and I will be in a good mood. So that is to say, for introverted feelers, your emotions are your source of mission and purpose in the world, and to accept it is to accept yourself. And it's not something to be shamed, or looked down on or considered bad, because there are many of us who do process information and make decisions based on those emotions, and for the most part it is to the benefit of others. Most people who are healthy and thinking positively will make decisions that are emotion based because they serve the majority of the people, because they would be just and it would be fair. It would consider how others feel and how others must be, what others would think if this course of action was taken versus this course of action. And I can only see the positives at the moment. Of course, every personality and every type of person has weaknesses or negative parts to it, but I feel like everybody kind of knows what to associate as a weakness when somebody is emotional, and I've never heard anybody talk about the positives. So I am still working on embracing that and kind of accepting that being a part of who I am, a description of who I am. I am okay with that now. I could probably get better and get better understanding, but I am definitely much further along than I was, majority of my life, and I really appreciate where I am right now. And I really hope that if you understand what I'm saying, if you feel me on this, that you as well kind of embrace it and learn more about it. There are a lot of different personality tests that give you this information, and every one of them kind of gives a description, and there are people who talk about it and go in depth and all of this fun stuff, and I recommend that a lot, because the more you get to know about yourself, the more comfortable and confident you will feel. And this is a portion of my journey to become more confident. That's it for this video. It's meant to be really short, and I really hope that it's helpful. So I'm really new to YouTube, and the whole process of doing this is kind of awkward. I'm trying to get used to it, but I really appreciate you for watching. Thank you. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Until next time, peace. You're my friend. When you scratch something, it just feels so good. Okay, back to reality. Well, me talking to the camera.